fight broke out at C-Block. I Gillespie sent us in to break it up. Might have been half a dozen inmates. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control when one of them stuck a shiv into my leg. Luckily, the other guards dragged me out of there before...
detected. Automated recording system activated.
Legacy, come in. This is Issa Melant. Are you there, Legacy?
Holy shit. Issa, is that you? Issa, I'm here. Yes, I can read you.
Attention Ecliptic personnel. We've received viable intel on the location of another colony war era facility, specifically a research lab. It's somewhere in the Nerian system, possibly already occupied by pirates of the Crimson Fleet. As has already been communicated by Commander Creek, you have full authorization to claim the facility for Ecliptic and appropriate anything deemed viable for our combat operations. If the base is, in fact, under the control of the Crimson Fleet or anyone else, Command grants full authorization to eliminate that threat using any means necessary. Captain Bale's out.
area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do. Well, that's... Thank you. Sorry, but... Look, I'd like to help, but... You don't know what you're talking... Look, if you need help, talk to... Now get out of here before I arrest you. Oh, okay.
Something else I can help you with?
Everything.
Oh, sorry. No one gets into the secure wing. That area isn't even open to standard clinic personnel. All I know is whoever we contracted it out to has it guarded at all times. Oh yeah, anytime someone needs access to a lot of medical equipment, we usually end up with a private contract. But they're not all this secret, of course. I'm sure he'd agree with you. It's really not that bad. I know he's posted here because he got demoted for an Aurora addiction. He just struggles sometimes. He only lightens up when Dr. Oshin is around. I think he has a bit of a crush. It's kind of cute if you ask me. Any other questions? I know there's a doctor and some nurses, along with a handful of volunteers. My best guess is they're running some sort of clinical trials, but it's been a long time running. I haven't seen anyone leave, or they may just be releasing them when I'm not here. I know I shouldn't say this, but we've treated him before. He's only still working here because he came forward about his addiction and asked for help. I'm just concerned about a relapse. He still seems to struggle with staying clean. Whenever Dr. Oshin is around, his face just lights up. You can see him trying to hold back a full-blown smile, almost. I think a positive relationship could be really good for him. It's just hard to tell if Dr. Oshin feels the same. Dr. Oshin is our newest doctor here. He works in the medical wing under our lead doctor, Dr. Darvish. I'm sure he'll be the one taking over should Dr. Darvish ever retire. My pleasure. Let me know.
Ocean, hi. Dr. Salvato, I mean. Sorry. I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm great. Good. Fine. I mean, everything's just fine.
I'm glad.
Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, you got that shit.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
We better get that approval soon. Excuse me, but this is a checking up on us? I feel like we should be the ones checking up on you. What do you want? Is that what you traveled all the way here to? It's empty because we've lost our third round of patients. Now, do you want to get to the point? Of course you do, because daily reports simply aren't good enough. The third group, like the others, failed to take the internal neuroin, all resulting in death, with the exception of one, currently comatose. Sean and I are hopeful we'll be able to revive the subject, but until we receive proof of human trial authorization, any fourth group will be refused. Yes, and if they can't handle that answer, I wish them good luck in finding someone else willing to do the work under these circumstances. Now, anything else I can help you with? Good. I specialize in neurosurgery, not chemistry. It's absurd you'd expect us to handle something like this in a medical lab. It's on the table. It's all yours. Anything else? Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, work to do.
If anyone asks, I wasn't involved. Gotta hand it to these doctors. They put in a lot of help. Anything I can help you with?
Ahoy, Captain!
Caroline's doing some really exciting things.
Oh, right, I heard about that. They showed about
You didn't hit me.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Hey there.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. So I've heard. Now I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothosite. Were there any survivors? Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothosite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole. In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding. Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole. The situation was dealt with. The people we're dealing with will expect nothing. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me. Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I have no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting.
You're looking interesting today.
So much work to do.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority the experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroam is ready if you want to send out the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
You okay? You don't get anything done around here without
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
practices without human oversight. Already checked them 4 times.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Warning. This unit does not possess advanced surgical capabilities.
All right, let's get this party started. That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Warning. This unit is not suited for addressing mental health concerns.
describe it. One minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. You're not wrong, but most technology presents a danger when in the wrong hands. But, and I'm being honest here, I think between Masako and the rest of the board, they'll know just how to handle it. Besides, the neural amp is in total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
You don't smell electrical smoke, do you?
Our floor's off limits to most people.
Eugen CEO is no joke anymore.
Good, you're here. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity LTD. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. It's good to know we're of the same mind on this one. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity LTD. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives. Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity LTD, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail. My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the overseer the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story. Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, you'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go? Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful. You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass. Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would, without that falsified evidence. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.